Actually, I want to give a shout out to a couple of guys. Steve, CVNT, and Salim. There's a couple of good fans that follow us on YouTube. So
they haven't unsubscribed like the other dickhead.
Yeah, the ones that
someone said he unsubscribed because you asked me a question about politics. What?
Yeah,
because I didn't answer the question the way he wanted.
Yeah.
What a fuckwit! He's probably a politician. Oh, you didn't agree with what I said or what I...
Yeah.
I can't listen to you anymore. You fucking dickhead. I'm glad you unsubscribed, you dumb cunt.
Well, that's what's happening now with you have an alternate view on something. If you're not if you don't agree, you're racist. You're
a bigot.
Yeah. So,
anti-establishment. Yeah, like I said, it's like the IFBB. Heaven forbid you have a mind and think for yourself. Oh, can't have that. You got to be like a sheep and just follow everybody else. So yeah, I'm glad he unsubscribed. He can go fuck a sheep. Do you know when I was in England too, everywhere I went, people say, what's Sam look like? I said he won't get in front of the camera. He's anonymously, I said he's scared of bomb threats and being killed driving around in case people see what he looks like.
But there's
so we always hear Sam's voice, but we never see him.
Well, the funny thing is, there's
you're like that hand up fucking Kermit's ass. They just hear the voice in that, but they don't see who's controlling the puppet.
There's videos of me on there, like from years ago, so it's not like
I don't think they go looking.
Yeah.
That's a different Sam. That's not the real Sam behind the camera here.
No, well, now that we've crossed certain topics,
you can probably wear a balaclava and go on.
I've got to keep myself
anonymous.
But
you can wear that like the anonymous mask, like from Vendetta.
But no, look, there's no one's really with all the things we've talked about.
I've got one of those masks. I could have brought it for you, the Vendetta mask.
Well, with all the controversial things
that's right. Sam has to protect his home life, his kids, and his wife.
No,
a lot of firebombings go on in Sydney.
There's photos.
Drive-bys.
There's photos of me and my kids on the internet.
They're old.
Well, one thing, on a serious note, over the years, with all the controversial things that you've said, like nothing's ever, because sometimes people go, I want to ask a question, keep my name anonymous, and I just say, look, if I said your names,
who's going to know you? They'll probably think it's a fake name anyway.
Yeah, like no one...
if we say, Peter Smith asked us about this, who the hell's going to know who you are?
Yeah, and even...
Someone's going to go fucking look up the 100 Peter Smiths in Sydney and go fucking shoot them all.
Yeah.
And I was one of them.
And they know where you're going to be because you're at seminars and store appearances, and they know where I am if they looked hard enough, but in all the years, no one's ever...
come by?
Yeah.
No.
So, I think...
You'd be surprised too when I was in England. I got a lot of questions asked about, how long have I been working in the warehouse?
Yeah.
Yes. How long have you been working in the warehouse for? Do you live there? It looks like...
Yeah.
I said no. I said I go down maybe once or twice a month.
Yeah.
But I actually think that I live here and work here from the videos. So yes, I do. I've actually got to get back to work soon. Got to go wrap some pallets up and put them on the truck. So, yep, now that I'm back, I can clean the shower in here and get into the kitchen table area here. So you can actually make this into a nice room. And you got a TV on the wall.
TV.
You got a fridge, you got a microwave.
Ensuite.
Yeah, a toilet, shower. You put a bed in here and this sort of stuff and a couch. This would be like one of those little studio apartments.
Yeah, well, in Sydney, mate, I could rent this out for top dollar. Like
$500 a week.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
24-hour access to a gym.
Exactly. What more do you want?
Wi-Fi.
I'd live in here.
Yeah.
I used to live at the back of a gym when I was younger anyway, so yeah. Like I said, you put your bed over there, little couch there, you got your TV, fridge here, you get a smaller table, your shower, toilet.
And what was it like living in the back of a gym?
Wasn't bad.
How long did you do it for?
Probably a year or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the wall didn't go all the way to the roof, so it might have been about this much. So when the older guys come in the morning to train, like 5 o'clock, they'd throw stuff over the wall and and land on my bed and hit me sometimes. Good thing it wasn't anything too heavy, but I generally always get up early when they came in. Sometimes, though, where I had to go for a walk to the toilet, I'd sometimes trip over weights that cunts left out on the floor, crack my leg into a bar or something, but yeah, sometimes you might think it was haunted because you'd hear noises, because above the gym was like a pool hall.
Yeah.
So people would be up late at night playing pool upstairs and that, but it wasn't bad.
And this might sound a stupid question, but did you train at that gym or you went somewhere else to train?
I trained there. That was Archer's gym in Wollongabba, Brisbane.
And did you ever get sick of training there because you were living there?
That wasn't too bad because I was still young, 18, 19, so it wasn't bad. Then I moved out and got a house in that area, then my mum moved up. Yeah.
And
I used to clean the gym too. Clean the gym, live at the gym. The women's showers are always worse than the men's.
Really?
Oh. A lot more hair and crap, and toilets were dirtier, and yeah.
God, I mean, that is in Queensland, so.
Oh no, racist.
Yeah.
You're racist towards Queensland.
Yeah.
The women fucking shaving their face in the showers. Yeah.
Well, you see them at the...
So I used to clean the gym and then I'd clean some homes, and then at night time I'd go clean some factories.
So you're busy.
Yeah.
And how often did you train? Just once a day, or you'd?
Yeah, sometimes once, sometimes twice, when I felt like it. But yeah, generally once in the morning or a bit later. Sometimes early afternoon. And there's a good butcher shop just a couple of doors down, so I go down there and get the fresh meat and stuff, and come back and cook it. Sometimes you get lonely though. You sit there in a whole big gym by yourself, eating dinner, no one around. That's the same gym out the back where I lived when I cut my wrist. Thanks for bringing that up again, Sam.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, that was, that's a really good, old school bodybuilder's story.
Even at the bit where I cut my wrist.
Yeah.
Got depressed.
Yeah.
That was when I came back from the World Championships, though, when the Americans said I was positive on the drug test when I hadn't taken anything, so I was still living at the back of the gym thinking I should have won the World Championship. All the other judges there said they would have had me first, but they disqualified me. Like I said, I didn't get disqualified until I was about to walk out on stage for the presentations, awards at night. Everyone else got disqualified. You had the drug test Thursday. Friday was like the world meeting when everyone got told they're disqualified. I didn't get told because I knew I wasn't taking nothing. Saturday I go compete, and everyone said I was the clear winner. And then I got disqualified, and they gave it to Jose Guzman, the American guy who was going to retire that year. And I remember Dr. Bob Goldman, who's still in the IFBB now, walked past and just gave me this stupid smile. I was standing there like, fuck, how can I be disqualified? I never used anything because I was still a lightweight. Later on that year I took stuff and put on 20 pounds, but I was still a fucking lightweight. Then I was just at the back of the gym one night feeling depressed, thinking I should have had my pro card now and this and that, and eating baked beans out of the tin, thinking this is the great.
Yeah, this is like living the dream.
I took the knife and cut my wrist. That was good. Good thing I didn't go through too deep the first time, so when I stuck it back in to do again, it really fucking stung. I think that's what woke me up. I went, oh fuck. Called my mum, she come and got me. Went and stayed at her place that night. So there you go. Thanks for those memories, Sam. They're like a suicidal theme today, isn't it?
Yeah, cheers. I've got you in a good mood today.
Fuck! Where's my coffee and fucking almond croissant?
We'll get as soon as
Still is. It's only 9:10 in the morning. I got here early. I left at 5 a.m. to come down here. 5:30 a.m.
We've got to get this mood up somehow. It's
No, I want to be depressed. First it's the arm, now it's stories of committing suicide. Thanks.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Around here, Sam?
Yeah, I was going to say, geez, that it was a great story living in the gym. Like.
Yeah, thanks for bringing it down.
Yeah, like then you're going, yeah, it was great. I tried to stop myself.
You want to hear how inspiring it was living there, training, waking up in the morning, hearing people clashing the weights, and it was good for the first year till I went and did the World Championships and come back and decided, fuck it, I'm still living in the gym, and decided to cut my wrist. Yeah.
Well, I think this is a great little insight because people think you're bitter and twisted against the IFBB, and when you hear it,
well, that's where it started.
Yeah, when you hear that,
the thing was too, when you do get disqualified, and this is the funny thing, right? I got drug tested twice before I went. I still had the letters at home because my grandmother kept them from the, what is it here, the, whatever Australia is, ASADA, whatever, like one of the top testing facilities in the world, all of them negative. A week later I go over there, I'm positive, I come back, and my mum, she couldn't believe it. She actually had this big trophy made for me, marble, said world champion on it, which was nice, but then had to explain to people I didn't really win, I got disqualified. That was the hardest thing ever, because they'll get you like, oh, you're fucking lying. So I know how people who are in jail, who are actually innocent, feel when they're fucking told they're guilty. So then I went, she was going to pay for the test, so she called up the place and said, listen, my son just had been tested twice by you before he went, he was negative, he goes over there a week later, he's found positive for this drug, can you thing? And they said, oh no, well it can't be, so we'll test him again. I think it's going to be like $340 odd. But they said because when I was tested before, it was like with the IFBB, I needed the IFBB's permission to get myself retested because I was in the IFBB as in the athletic group, and when they called up the IFBB to tell them that they wanted to retest me, the IFBB said no. So there you go.
So even if you paid for it, they wouldn't let you...
Because I was a part of the IFBB, a member of them, and that's who it was done under, they had to give the thing, so they said no and they wouldn't test me again. And I said fuck it, and waited a few months, took DECA, put on 20 pounds and went to America to do the Niagara Falls show, and then ended up getting my pro card.
And so, what did you test
for, Graham?
What did you test positive for?
I can't remember what it was. It was some funny drug I'd never even heard of. They gave you the chemical compound name. It wasn't like the normal name, Cypionate or fucking Dianabol or some whatever fucking chemical name. Like if it was like something like oxyanidrol, but it wasn't that, but it was some stupid name. I'm like, what the fuck's that? But no one could believe it. As I was packing up leaving, all the other competitors were like, where you going, where you going? And this was the good thing though, because I went back to the hotel room. I actually contemplated, I looked off the balcony and actually did contemplate about jumping off because I was crying at the time, thinking how the fuck can this happen? I thought, no, I'll be the bigger person, I'll get dressed and I'll go back. So I had a shower, washed all my tan off, got dressed up nice, I went back, and when I went back people couldn't believe it. They're like, what are you doing dressed back here and blah blah blah. So, but then later on that night when I was in my room, probably 15 different competitors who are in my division and came to my room and gave me gifts. One gave me a nice gold watch, one gave me one of their plates they got for competing, like an award plate, and then I ended up with probably another 6 different, I still got one at home now, I think it's a Turkey one, Iranian one, like their team tracksuits, tracksuit tops. So they actually came to my room giving me gifts because they know I got fucked over, so that was nice.
So it was common knowledge that
I got screwed.
Something
went awry.
Yeah.
It's the funny thing, even when I was doing the piss test, Gary, one of the judges from Australia, were just laughing. He's like, do you need me to piss in that for you, Lee? Huh? Do you need me to piss in it for you? I'm like, no. So why would I have to get you to piss in it for me? Maybe I fucking should have, and then it would have been funny if it came up positive, and it would have been his piss too, wouldn't it?
And he could have pissed in it for you?
Yeah.
So it wasn't, wasn't like
someone standing there watching me, no.
Oh my God. Oh.
He was in the toilet area with me. He goes, do you need me to piss in that for you, Lee? I said, no. I said, I'm right. Haven't taken nothing. Like I said, for 3 years I was a fucking lightweight. And like I said, after that, when I waited a few months and did take DECA, I put on 20 pounds straight away. So if I had taken any drug, I wouldn't have been a fucking lightweight still. So can't say it's my first fucking from the IFBB when I was 19. They almost ended me with suicide, but they didn't. So there you go. There's a good story from living at the back of a gym.
Yeah. So they weren't even. It wasn't even a proper drug test. It was.
Here's the funny thing too. On the plane coming back, we don't know how it happened, but Ron Zemecki was with us and Paul Graham and that. And I somehow got thing, and they said, "How'd you do the contest?" I said, "I won." So I got bumped up in the business class, and with Ron Zemecki, they said he can come with me. So we're in business class, and they're bringing us champagne and shit like this. I felt pretty bad saying I won, but I fucking did. I just got screwed over. If you look up it from the 1990, it's the one that was in Katowice, Poland. I got a VHS tape of it. I have to find it and put it on DVD. You'll see me standing there beside the winner, And it's like night and day. It'd be like me at my best standing beside a tiny amateur competitor. This Jose Guzman guy, I dwarfed him in everything. That's why after the pre-judging, people were like, Lee, our judges got you first, our judges got you first. I said, well, until the nighttime show, I'm not going to believe it till I get the award in my hand. So, you know, as I'm pumping up for the nighttime show is when I get the tap on the shoulder. Hey, you've been found positive on the drug test. So there you go. So back to the plane. I'm at the front of the plane and we're saying I won. They come back later and they said, the guy down the back of the plane, Mr. Paul Graham, says you didn't win. I said, oh, he's a fucking old senile cunt. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He was upset because I was up in business class. And then my mum got mad at him too because then we landed back in Sydney late at night and they just left me at the airport. So, yeah, they just left me there. So I had to sleep at the airport till the next day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, now the truth's coming out. Who left ya?
Paul Graham and them.
Did they leave you when you became a successful pro?
They didn't even help me around. But no, the funny thing was, remember when I did get pro and I came back to Australia and guest posed, my mum said it was sickening because Paul Graham was on stage saying this is Lee Priest, Australia's own, he's like a son to me and all this bullshit. My mum said she felt physically ill because they didn't help me whatsoever become a pro or when I was over there. But when I was over there, he'd be like all over me if he saw me at the Arnold. But then when I came back home, it's like, oh, here's Lee, this and that, and he's like a son to me and blah blah blah. He wanted me to, and even in 2010 when I was guest posing still for the IFBB, he wanted me to do a diet for his son, which I did and helped him out a bit. And then, so yeah, but then all of a sudden once I got suspended for life, that was it. Wasn't allowed to go to IFBB shows anymore or anything, so fuck 'em. See, so from 19 they've been fucking me, Sam. But I didn't take it lying down, did I? After the failed suicide attempt, I came back. I'm still a thorn in their side today, so that's nice to know, isn't it?
I think that's a great story, and hopefully the people that think you're bitter and twisted can see that.
Considering what I've been through, I think I'm quite happy and normal. Thank you.
Yeah, you would get a bit bitter and twisted sleeping at the airport by yourself.
When you're only young.
Yeah, and back then it would have been, like a ghost town down there.
And dead. I think I was waiting for the Aero Pelican flight from Sydney to Belmont.